the night before the race, and just going to talk about some concepts. We're obviously not doing a triathlon, but still what I think is important is with triathlons, I always say make 5 piles. So you have a pile of what you wear to the race, pre-race, what you're going to wear in the race, and then what you wear after the race. So since tomorrow's my bike ride, I won't have all those piles, but I'll have the concept. So you want to pretty much lay everything out that's major that you're going to use during the day. So in the morning, I'll have, of course, underneath my cycling shorts that I would wear for the race, put these on, put this on over. This is fleece, keeps it nice and warm. If it's still a little cold, I'll have some tights that I can put over that. And then I always want to have something on my head. So I have a beanie, something like that, trapping body heat. So that covers the legs and the head. And then what I'll be wearing for the race is I have just a regular race singlet. And again, this is, you can carry my gels and things like that in. Because I'm hoping on it's a 100-mile bike race, at least on the U-turn, I'll be able to strip down and just be wearing this on the way back. But in the morning and on the way out, I'll have this overgarment. Has a nice long zipper. But the reason why this is nice to have over garment is it still has pockets in it so you can get some nutrition. There's ever been some training rides where I've used this the whole training ride or I stripped down. And if you do plan on stripping down, it's a good idea to already have, and what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'll be pulling my gel out from underneath here, so I just get used to having it in the back in this jersey. So then when I strip this off and tie it around my handlebars to ride the rest of the way back, I'll already have all my stuff in here. So, but the nice thing about having pockets out here is when I go through aid stations, I can collect stuff and put it on the outside. And so the first half of the race, I'll be eating from these pockets with what they give me at the aid station. And then I hope sometime after 3 hours or so, I strip this off. And then I'll just be racing on this, and it'll already have my gels and stuff in there. Other good things to have inside of your innermost jersey or uniform is, of course, the key to your car, things like that. For the ride, I'll also have gloves on. And you don't want big, bulky gloves. You want something small so they can disappear right into your bike pocket. This is what, if it's going to be as cold as it's scheduled to be, I always wear some type of balaclava. This is really good because it draws sweat away from your eyes, keeps you warm, and you kind of ride like that. And it's something that can easily be stripped off. Of course, you want your helmet out because you want to see everything that you're going to be relying on in the morning. Because what time are we leaving tomorrow morning? 6:15. 6:15. Once you pan the room, it's not a very big room. We have 4 athletes here. We're going to be moving pretty fast. The day of the event is not the time to find out you're missing something. Or you've mispacked something. So your feet wear. Of course, I'll have these on before I do anything because I'll wear these to the race. But my bike shoes, we have the over booty. Some people think this is for keeping your feet dry in the rain, but what helps me is keeps my feet warm. But the type of material it is, when it's sunny, I don't feel like I'm dying or that type of thing. So it's kind of nice. It's breathable, but it keeps my feet kind of warm. But I already have these on my shoes. You just poke them through the cleat. That way tomorrow there's less hassle to get stuff situated. Because the thing about races, you want to eliminate as much stuff as possible that you have to do in the morning, because there's always unsuspected hassles. There's traffic. Sometimes there's races that make you park a mile or 2 miles from the actual site. So there's all kinds of things that eat up your time in the morning to prep and relax. And what we want, the race starts at 7. We want to be mingling around the starting line about 6:45, so we can start pretty relaxed. Make sure we're hydrated. Make sure we, have your last bathroom call, that type of thing. One thing we're going to do after the race tomorrow is run. So I want to make sure my running shoes are ready to go. Now after the race, it's supposed to be kind of warm and sunny. So these are just something I'd wear after the race. There's a jacuzzi where we're staying, so I'm looking forward to going to the jacuzzi tomorrow. Hopefully have a nice backpack. I've had this one for 2 seasons. Comes from DeSoto. After the race, you put all your nasty stuff down here, and it separates shoes and wetsuits or sweaty stuff. And it's a real powerful, heavy back strap. This works for me. The other thing is I never trust races even when they promise great food at the end, because a lot of times that hasn't been the case, or all they have at the end of races is carbohydrates, right? Bagels and stuff like that. So I want to pack my own sort of survival kit, so within that first 10 minutes that I at least get some concentrated protein in me. This is just tuna in the packet. From other videos, you might see that I have this from, I use it in training. I want to have some raw foods so we can immediately restore ourselves with enzymes, because we understand that you can't get enzymes anytime you cook food or anytime something's processed. So I want to have fruit and then some type of vegetable. These are zucchinis. I'm a zucchini person. So, and what I like to do, because I'm not as hardcore as maybe some of you, I can't just eat a raw vegetable. So I'll usually dope it up with some salt, which is important because that helps recovery anyway. So hydration and recovery. So I have a protein, immediate source of protein, concentrated, that I'll get my system. Some concentrated fruits and vegetables for enzymes. And then this is another source of, it's not really concentrated protein, but it's a good way for your body to absorb something quickly. Ensure all of these sort of high-calorie drinks aren't made with the best stuff in the world, but out of all of them, Ensure seems to be made with the best type of sugar. In other words, it doesn't have any high fructose corn syrup type stuff. Tons of vitamins, and these taste really good too. But what I do with things like this is I freeze them at night, and that way at the end of the day when I go to use them, then they're nice and ice cold and shake them up, really good stuff. It's a new flavor. Does anybody have this? The dark chocolate?
Yeah. Had it today.
Oh, did you like it?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know the power behind dark chocolate? Their research is showing now.
Yeah.
Antioxidants.
Yeah.
Was that flavonoids? Is that what it's called? Yeah. So, because chocolate, when you take it out of the jungle, it's going to be yucky and dark and stuff like that. It's just when we sort of Americanize it with sugar and milk and go up from black to brown, then it's not good for us anymore. So. And I love chocolate. So anyway, so that's how we prepare for a race. We're going to make 5 piles. We have what we wear to the race, swim, bike, run, and then what we're going to wear after the race. That's 5 piles. Then we also want to have our nutrition set up, ready to go. And maybe you can't see this, but this is a miniature cooler. So something like this, so you can take with you anywhere. I take this down to the transition area, so you immediately have those calories waiting for you to help start your recovery process. thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.